Hey, what's up, guys? This is Alan Pope, aka Real Alan Pope, owner of AP Contracting Services here in Memphis, Tennessee. Gotta get some new shirts, but I used to stress about this stuff. I used to stress about my background. Oh, there's holes in the walls. Um, you know, just all this pointless stuff. And I've come to learn that, it doesn't serve you. Say forget it to things that don't serve you. I don't know if you saw my say F to everything video, but that's what I mean because I'm not a person that cusses. So anyway, the good thing is I don't cuss in front of people, but something I'm working on is not cussing at all because sometimes I just have a really stressful day and I just cuss. um, you may have moments in your life where you're like, man, I am just struggling to know what to do. I'm struggling to know what sort of income to have for myself. I'm struggling between, should I keep my part-time job, or should I quit it and go all in on making money online or offline? What do I do? So many people have this question, and sometimes I even still struggle with this question. I'm definitely going to approach this much differently than I have in the past. I am successful because I have my values that I was raised with, and I'm going to do everything in my power to protect those. So, I may not be financially well off or anything like that, but, I have my values. I have the core, values that make up me, that I'm trying to be very honorable when it comes to God, when it comes to pleasing God. And, I know that I've made mistakes in life, and I know that I'm probably going to make more, but the thing of it is you have to decide when it comes to business or it comes to your relationships, which your relationships decide the success or failure of your life. Because if you don't have a good relationship with God, you're not going to have a good quality of life. And I know there's people out there that believe in universe and whatever. They have their different beliefs, Buddha and etc. But I'm just telling you from my own personal life experience. I know there's a lot of opinionated people these days that no matter what you say, they're going to disagree with it. And the Bible has even mentioned that. I forget where it is exactly, but I'll have to share it with you guys later. It talks about, people will be slanderers. What is it? I think it's 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 16 and 17 maybe. But anyway, it says, people will not be in agreement. And what do we find ourselves in today? Tons and tons of people are not in agreement. Wow. And the Bible told us this before, definitely before, it happened. And people are going to disagree with that too. It's been going on for years, and then social media just brought it out. Well, to some degree, there's truthfulness to that, but people try and discredit the Bible when you can't. You can't. You try all you want to, but the Bible is a book of facts. And, we're all guilty at times or another of picking and choosing what we will do and what we will not do from the Bible. You can't call yourself something you're not. You can't call yourself a Christian when you're not? Are you truly trying to be Christ-like? Because if you're not a Christian. I mean, there has to be a line in everything in life. You can't call yourself a mechanic and then, you work on somebody's car and you jack it up and they're driving home. Let's say you put tires on their vehicle. They're driving home and then the tires start to fall off and you call yourself a mechanic. What you honestly are is a fraud. I mean, that's just the truth. So this is kind of an introduction to something that I plan on. I'm just going to commit, I'm going to commit and figure it out later. So every week, I don't know what day, I'm going to try and schedule them on a Monday to upload. They'll probably be way pre-recorded in advance, which is okay. Information's still good. I still care about what I'm saying because I don't want to waste anyone's time. But clarity. Basically, clarity. So this will be the introduction to follow Clarity Episode 1. And clarity is something you have to have in life to know where you're going. And, some of you may feel like this is such a broad topic that it won't work, etc., yada yada. But that's okay. Because I've realized for myself, by watching this brand grow online within 1 year, they had, I think it was like 11 million subscribers on YouTube, Brightside. Don't quote me on the exact number, but I know it was in the millions. I mean, like less than a year, really. They just, wow, amazing growth. Talking about tons and tons of things. I don't know, like what their topic is or whatever. This is probably something you would learn with a GED. But quite honestly, I have had so many terrible, let's just call all of them mentors. You could say they're teachers, you could say whatever, but I'm just going to call them mentors. Because they mentor you in certain areas of life. Some are good, but most of them are horrible. And it is my goal in life to make sure that I'm actually teaching people beneficial things. So, in each video, I will teach you guys a little bit about, what I've been doing, what I'm currently doing, and stuff like that. Taking you through the process of starting, your own business. I mean, it could be cleaning, but taking you through the processes of starting your own business. As you'll look through my channel, and I'm just going to leave it the way it is for history's sake, you'll see that I've tried many different things, and they didn't come to fruition, and I believe I figured out why. I didn't apply enough effort. I didn't talk to the right people. I didn't have confidence in myself as I do now because I could care less what people think about me. It's all about clarity, guys. It's all about clear communication. So, if somebody is not willing to tell me how they feel, what am I supposed to do about it? They've got to speak up. They've got to be literal adults. Most people that, call themselves adults these days, I'm trying to be respectful and humble as possible, but it's sad. They share different poop emojis and things of that nature. And if you do, don't feel attacked. This video is not about you. This video is about trying to be a decent human being and setting an example for all of the children, because we were all children at one point. Something that I want to do, and I know some of my family is going to disagree with me, but frankly, I've even told them I don't care. But I want to help people have a better elevation, I guess you'd say, of life. They may not want to serve God. Hey, that's their choice. But, that is the long-term goal here, is as I'm working on my personal relationship with God, I am doing things in the community to help people out. I'm trying to do what I can and not focus on what I'm not doing. Because if you focus on what you're not doing, are you going to have the energy to want to go on? Most likely not, right? Okay guys, I'm going to cut this video short because I don't want to just be talking about nothing. I hope all of you have a wonderful day, and hopefully you got something beneficial from this video. And if you have, any, what you might say, suggestions, let's put it that way, of things that you have done with YouTube to help you grow your YouTube channel, I'm definitely more than open to it. I'm not going to claim to be an expert. Something I heard from a guy that I won't mention his name because he cusses a lot. I will only promote people who, well, wait a minute, this is not totally true. But for the most part, I will not promote people, like, I guess directly. I don't want to promote anything that I disagree with, because it makes no sense, right? So, like, I don't promote people who cuss, basically who don't act decent in public. You know what I mean? What they do behind their closed doors, that's between them and God. But anyways, so this one guy, he says in this audiobook I've been listening to, and actually stopped listening to it because the cussing was just out of hand, oh my gosh, I think I may have lost my thought here. What is he saying? What was he saying? Oh, yeah, I forgot. I forgot, but that's okay. Maybe I'll remember next time. Sometimes I try and go into too much explaining, and then it causes me to mess up like this. But that's okay. In order to get better, you have to work on it, right? And you can't worry about people. I know this is one thing he said in his audiobook, and I agree with it because it's true. You're gonna have people that hate you no matter what. That's just the sad truth of this little sad world. But you have to rise above it so that you can stay mentally sane. You have to not worry about what people say. And if anything, concern yourself with what God knows about you, not what people think of you. That's something I live by. Obviously, I have inherited sin just like you from Adam and Eve. So, we're going to make mistakes, but if you focus on the mistakes and you're like, oh man, I can't believe I did that, you're just going to be in a depressed state. You've got to get out of that defunct state, and you've got to focus on things that you're doing right. I know this is totally contrary from the way that most people are raised, but look, how are you going to improve in your life if you don't focus on the positive? You are what you think about, just as you are what you eat. If you eat McDonald's every day, or more than you should, really you shouldn't eat it at all, because it's unhealthy. I haven't eaten at McDonald's, I don't know, maybe years, but anyway, you are going to get what you put into your life, usually. About, I would say, right now in this current crazy world, about 90%. So, if you put in 100%, you're probably going to get like 90% back. Okay? So this is like a 2018 video, so keep that in mind, so things can kind of change rapidly. Oh yeah, it's in July. Because it's crazy how fast things change in this world. Alright, you guys take care. Bye.